Okay, there's a couple things you need to know for what we're going to do on Tuesday and Thursday. Now notice we only have 2 grades left, so some of you are borderline. So if you can bring it up, it'd be fantastic. So you might want to review by watching some videos. But anyways, the first thing you need to know is what is the definition of absolute value? Well, you have to break up the definition into 2 parts. What if the thing inside the absolute value is bigger than or equal to 0? And what if the thing inside the absolute value is less than 0? Well, if the inside is positive, what happens to the absolute value? So absolute value of positive 10 is positive 10. The absolute value of positive 20 is positive 20. So the absolute value has no effect on a positive number. So the absolute value of A is just A if the inside is positive or 0, because the absolute value 0 is 0. But what if the thing inside the absolute value is negative? So what's the absolute value negative 10? Well, that would be 10. Absolute value negative 4 is 4. So the absolute value of a negative is a positive. And how do you make a negative positive? You take the opposite of it. So if the inside the absolute value is positive, you just drop the absolute value. If the inside of the absolute value is negative, you take the opposite. Okay, the second thing we need to know is if I say x minus 3 is greater than 5, what I'm really saying is I want all the numbers that are more than 5 units away from 3. That's what I'm saying. So if this is the number 3, 5 would be 8 to the right. So more than 5 would be wee. If I want to go on both sides of 3, 5 units, that's what the absolute value does. So this side would be negative 2. That's 5 units away. And wee. Now looking at that graph, what does that look like? An and or an or? Well, that's a typical or. And a greater than goes with this, so greater than is an or. So let's look at this. If I have x minus 3 is less than 5, let's say this is 3, well 5 to the right would be 8, 5 to the left would be negative 2, less than would be come towards the middle. And what does that look like, an or an and? Well, it's a typical and, coming between 2 numbers. So, and this is a less than. So less than is an and. So if an absolute value is larger or greater than a number, that's your or. If absolute value is less than a number, that's your and. So we're going to use those 2 things on Tuesday. I just thought since we had time today, I would go ahead and do that. And then Tuesday, we're going to use both of these things to solve absolute value problems. Woohoo! And you'll get your homework tomorrow. Today I want to just focus on ands, and you might want to review some, watch some videos, because you guys promised you'd watch them Friday, and only about half of you did. Shame. Shame. But if you did watch them, good, keep doing it. But have a good day.